Schwartz as a company has been well known in the arts and entertainment industry for printing and publishing theatrical product. And these premises were originally purchased in the mid-80s for an expansion to our existing factory, but it turned out that they weren't really suitable, and subsequently I started to convert them into small studio workshops in order to create the environment that we now have.
Have the same affection for war.
Have you seen the circus?
We basically opened up the museum because we were interested in documenting the area as it is now, because it's obviously due for a lot of change and regeneration as part of the Olympic Games. So we kind of wanted to take a little snapshot in time of how the community is now. So this is kind of why we're working with different members of the community. There's obviously a huge artist community here, and that's why the festival is happening and everything, which is great.
The thing about this festival, what I think is really beautiful about it, is that it's people are putting their own time in and they're volunteering to make it happen. You know, there's no big budgets behind it. Hopefully we'll be able to build sponsors for next year so it can get bigger.
This is the second year for the festival. Last year, I think it was quite a last-minute thing thrown together, and this year, it's all gone a bit crazy, and everyone's wanted to get involved. And it's about 400 artists taking part.
In essence, what being an artist is all about. You know, artists are generally on the poverty line for much of their lives, and so you end up being very industrious and sort of, you know, trying to get something very resourceful, and that's what this festival is all about. And I think that sort of celebrates that entire sort of ethos of, you know, the other side of being the artist.
I think having this here as well is so fantastic because we've kind of had so many different people coming in that I think normally wouldn't, I don't know, get to interact with the artist community here, because a lot of it is all very hidden behind studio walls, and there's all these buildings that are just old warehouses that, you know, if you didn't know what was in them, then you would never know actually how many artists are here.
Apparently, Hackney Wick is the largest artist community in the world, and I believe there are over 500 artists at this weekend, but I don't even think that even covers the amount of people that are here. I think there's probably closer to like 1,000, but it's quite big.
Community in most ways. I think it's still a very kind of desolate area of Hackney. So there's still lots of people coming and going who've got nothing to do with the arts and all that sort of thing. So it's still quite a heavy area. But in little specific areas, there's lots of nice little communities.
And it's really good to be in a community of artists. It's really supportive, and it's kind of been very quick to meet people and, you know, cross ideas and chat.
It's just such a good community of artists. It's not too expensive, and people are really friendly, and sort of away from the high street, and therefore it's sort of is work orientated. I feel this area.
Well, you're standing outside Liquid Studios, which is one of the studio blocks in the area. It's been open for quite a while and has been through a number of stages. At the moment it's sort of midway into being gentrified into UPVC hell. So you're looking at the last desperate wave of artistic activity in the area before it becomes so ridiculously, painfully, expensively trendy that it's not usable anymore.
One of the things that we want to do is to try to maintain the price realistically that would allow them to be able to fund their expenses through realistic kind of income.
It depends whether you think the sort of gentrification of the area from Old Street out through Hoxton, pushing out this way. The Olympics is part of it, but that push has been deliberately designed by contractors and building developers for quite some time.
But in 2 years' time with the Olympics, we won't be able to keep this building, so it's only a short project really. But as soon as the Olympics are done, everybody will be kicked out. I'm sure of it. Yeah, move to Stratford.
The heritage of the Olympics, that will it remains to be seen, obviously, but we hope that that will become a new life here.
About 5 years ago, I came here because people said you could maybe find a studio here, and before the Olympics, it was a vast site of just derelict people fixing cars in the street. There was a whole yard just full of refrigerators ready to be recycled, and the place just had no one about, and it looked quite intimidating. And I think then when they divided the Olympic site off and just left the clean and nicer part, which is what this side of Hackney Wick was, I think the area changed and became a little more safer.
We're working with the council at the moment. We've got planning in, new planning I should say, going in to increase the current planning that we've got on the public house across the road, which is the entrance to what I call Fish Island. I mean, Hackney Wick station is a prominent station and will become more prominent when the Olympics is all been and gone. We hope that this will become, you know, another kind of Camden Lock location, a little village.
The Olympic Committee decided that this was a blank area, that there was nothing happening here, and we wanted to show that's not true, that we've got more going on here and lots of creativity.
These are my limited edition, special Hackney Wicked burgers and fries, all rendered in cake. So here we have my Wicked Fates. We have fries for the Wicked. And these adorable little burgers made of the best chocolate brownies, butter icing, and a little bun. I forgot how good they were. These are just butter biscuits, just quite simple, sugar, butter. A little bit soggy after all the rain, but still good. All British chips should be a little soggy.